We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Ooh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SidescrollersPodcast.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy New Year's Eve. I'm Stuttering Craig, and I gotta be honest, feeling really bad today, which is why Blabs is here. Hello, Blabs.
That's why I'm here, because you're feeling like shit.
You're gonna hold me up, lift
There.
me up, and keep me
Do you
going.
have tea?
No, I don't have tea. Tea does not do it for me.
What about water?
I do have water, yes.
No sodas, right?
No sodas. No.
Okay. I feel like I'm momming you right now, but it's like, don't die, bro.
No, I'm doing okay. I mean,
He's like, I'm doing okay, covering his face and eyes and everything.
yeah, it's been a rough one this morning, to say the least. But we'll tough through. We'll tough through. We're gonna go for as long as we can go today. And doing the heavy lifting with Blabs is, of course, Tuesday. It's our monochromatic wonder, Razor Fist. Hello, buddy.
Oh, well,
hi.
Uno chromatic. Yes.
Uno, yes.
Yes.
Well, here we are on a wonderful Tuesday, the last day of 2024. I may take several breaks throughout the show because I do feel like I'm about to vomit right now. But we'll see how it goes. I've already
As
done
you
it
do.
once.
I mean, as we get in heavier into the video game news, I expect that to increase.
Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not a whole lot of video game news today, but there are, a little bit. It's that
You
off
can't
season.
throw, right? Because if you throw up, I throw up. I'm one of those people, so you just really can't do it, okay?
Oh.
Blabs, go ahead and run that Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer. That'll take care of that.
Yeah.
No, but we'll tough through it today, of course. But I'm glad you're here. Listen, you guys expect us to be here. I said I'm going to be here, so I'm going to do my best to be here. But like I said, Blabs is more than competent and be able to carry the show in the event that
Debatable.
I'm trying to build you up, Blabs.
Thanks.
But we are live once again over at rumble.com/sidescrollers, the home of newly available gifted subs over on Rumble, which is great. We had several of those yesterday.
Yeah, I got gifted a sub, ironically.
Look at that. That's good. We also have the X account where you could have followed. There no gifted subs over on X, but you could have found out that Razor was going to be on the show. And of course,
We're not even live on X anymore.
No, we're not. We're not. X is jacked up that way, but maybe we'll be able to get back over there. We'll figure it out. We also have that Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
We do, so
What'd
folks.
you do? What happened with X?
I don't know.
Did Gavin McInnes show his
It
wiener
randomly
again?
just stopped working, and then I don't really know how to use like the live streaming over there, and then Craig just never bothered putting us back.
It just stopped working.
I thought there would be like a good story. Like
It just turned off.
we killed a man live on the show and got banned. It was
Nope.
No, it just literally just like we tried turning it back on again. No.
Yes.
Shit.
It was sad. And then one day I was like, well, I guess that's that.
It's kind of like the Switch. It's like, oh well, bye.
Nah, we'll figure it out. It out. Of course, you can watch this show over on Apple Podcast and Spotify, which is doing great over there. Appreciate you guys popping in and watching over there. And of course, we have the Side Scroller Shorts channel. But the place we really want you guys to go, because we got big plans in 2025, is SidescrollersPodcast.com. Become a supporter over there if you guys would like. If you're new to the channel over here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Join the 112,000 just normal men who have found common sense in the video game space. Let's do our best. Do me a favor. Scroll your little mouse. Hit that little thumb over on that thumbs up button and let's go to 1,337 thumbs up today. That's always our goal. There's a direct correlation between your interaction, your thumbs up on the show, and the way the show goes as far as discoverability. And I would be remiss with it being the final day of 2024 to let you know that today is also the final day to vote at therealgameawards.com. If you're a voting member, head on over there and get your vote in. The votes are being calculated. Everything will be shut off tonight promptly at midnight Central Time. So
That's before the 4 a.m. ballot dump, of course.
Yeah, there'll be a massive ballot dump. Can't wait for that.
Sorry, we hear a pipe burst
That's
in Craig's house. At least we think that's a pipe, but yeah.
Yeah, so head on over there. Today, once again, is the last day. You can be a voting member anytime, but today's the last day to vote on 2024's Game of the Year awards. So head on over there and become a voting member over at therealgameawards.com. Appreciate you guys doing so. That's good stuff. Let's see. I think that's all the things we have on the intro today. Blabs, why don't you fill us in on today in video game history?
Okie dokies. The very last day of the year, and we have The Rocketeer, released in 1991.
That is an underrated game right there. And
I figured one of you would like that.
For the PC?
Yeah.
I almost wore my Rocketeer shirt today. I love it. I love that. I love that movie, but the game, the NES game, is legit underrated. It's kind of like
Craig really likes the female character in the movie.
Oh yes, who is that?
Hey, Craig. Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, Jennifer Connelly. Yeah.
He can't think right now. It's fine.
No, I'm in a fog today.
Yeah, you want to hate life? She was in the comics. She's Betty Page, so she's not even. She was supposed to be not wearing clothes in that movie, but it was made by Disney, so they changed her character.
And then we have The Terminator Future Shock, released in 1995. And then we have Castlevania, released in 1998. Yay!
Wait, what? Castlevania in 1998?
Yeah, in Castlevania.
Oh, it's Castlevania. Okay, Castlevania 64. Yes. Okay, so the Rocketeer on PC. This is the Rocketeer on PC. I've never played that one. I know the Super Nintendo version is quite possibly one of the worst games on the console.
I love it. I don't care. I love the game.
Really?
And the PC version is kind of the same thing with better graphics.
Wow. Okay.
And I love it too.
Wow, really? It's literally unplayable.
Love it.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
It's of course later on we got what was that, Dark Void? That was basically just the Rocketeer.
Yeah. Which was very underrated.
Yeah.
Also on this day we had Battle Tanks on the N64 released 26 years ago in 1998. 1997, Wet Treks. This says for the PC and Dreamcast, but that's impossible. It couldn't have been released on the Dreamcast in 97 because the Dreamcast wasn't out in 97.
Right.
So
it's impossible. A dead woman can't write a letter.
Apparently, Super Noah's Ark 3D was released 11 years ago.
Yeah. Isn't that the one that's like Wolfenstein 3D?
Yes. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, funny stuff. Good stuff. I know there's been a lot of memes about that game over the years. So there you go. Good job, Blabs. Way to go. If you guys are just popping in, I'll be taking several breaks today.
She knows you're not feeling well because you complimented her on the game.
Yeah, I was just like, who are you?
He gets nicer when he's not feeling well.
Yeah, like, they're affectionate.
Feel pretty horrible if I'm being totally honest with you. Yeah. With that said, I'm going to step away for a second. And Blabs, I would like for you to read some super chats.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Please, I'm glad he muted his mic. I was like, I don't want to hear
it,
I'm
like, I hope his mic's not on.
I don't like this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Anyway. All right, Mercenary says, so did anyone see Salty Cracker video on the guy with the flamethrower at the gas station flaming cars and cops? The alien invasion can't happen sooner. No.
I don't know. I go to South Phoenix. I see the alien invasion just fine. Just they're all named Luis and Carlos, but yeah. So...
And Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Speedy Cake for Australian 20 says, Razor Fist, the objectively better choice than Club Foot. Also, hope you guys have fun tonight. I'm looking forward to my long weekend, even if it was awarded to me by work vehicle malfunction via dead bearing and stripped belt. Well, I hope you're okay, and it wasn't like something massive. But happy 2025 over there in Australia. Let me know what the lottery numbers are, okay? I kind of want to win. I'm just saying.
And what direction does your toilet flush?
Yeah. Dude, their toilets are weird in Australia. Just saying. Have you ever been there?
No, never.
Okay, they're weirder. You know how in America they're more like oval, right? Like really big and oval. They're more just circular there. It's kind of weird. I'm like, that's weird. Anyway.
That's odd. Of course, you went to Japan. You know all about weird toilets.
Yes, they have heated seats there. It's fantastic. Love it.
Did you go anywhere where there was a binjo?
What the hell is that?
A more Japanese style toilet.
Do you mean a squatty potty?
Yeah.
I've seen them. I was like, no, thank you. And I went to the nice stalls. Because there's options. They even have signs in front of the stall telling you what is what. Like a squatty potty. A real stall. I'm like,
yeah. So I assume you went like what, Tokyo, like big place.
Yeah, I've been to Tokyo and Osaka.
Okay, so that makes sense. There's more like westernized kind of toilet, whatever. I was in the boonies. I was up in Hokkaido. So there were a lot more binjos. There were a lot more holes in the ground.
Yeah, no thanks. No, I don't want to do that. I will hold it.
I'm telling you, I got that down to a process, to a science. It was fantastic.
You're like, strip, doom, done.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Jegs, Dino God became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Matthew says, Razor, can we get an FOIA request? Oh, I know what that is.
Right.
What is that? Fuck off.
Freedom of Information Act request.
Oh, I was trying to think if you had to spin your chair and be like, fuck you, I was right, like one of those things. But no, it's a completely different thing. Never mind.
No, because my county recorder in Maricopa County might have tried to get my YouTube channel shut down during the last election, it turns out, because he was apparently sending in he was pressuring Google and social media companies and stuff to shut people down for wrongthink. And he's basically being put on blast right now for it. And I'm almost certain that he's the guy who reported my channel, because I was talking about the audit and he was named in the audit and he was all wrapped up in it. And yeah. So I'm not thinking. I'm going to send in an FOIA request and see.
Nice. Interesting. Well, not nice that you have to go through all this, but nice that you get to vengeance.
It's pretty simple, apparently, to get one, but yeah.
Dan, member for 9 months, says Happy New Year. Let's look forward to a 2025 where we're bringing back normalcy and common sense. All right, thank you so much. Jeg says, stock hunting while listening in 1 year. Bump 3 large does already. Wish me luck and my arrows fly true.
Hey,
don't make me laugh too hard. Hashtag Bambi Barbecue. Oh my God, he's like killing deers while listening to us.
Yes! Let's
Poor
hope one of
deers.
those is Bambi's mom.
Dude, they're so cute that, like, I understand hunting them because they're overpopulated. They taste good, all the other things, but god darn, they're so beautiful. Those eyes. I'm like,
You ever try hunting one, you'll hate them so much you won't mind killing them.
Why?
Because they're crafty.
They're crafty.
They hear amazingly well. They smell everything. If you're downwind, they instantly smell you. Like, they're smart. Deer are very, very, very smart, and it's annoying. I wish they were stupider.
Yeah, that's smart. Did you throw up, Craig?
I think today is going to be a long show.
Yeah, it is. Welcome to Puke Watch 2024. Fortunately, it's only one day.
Yeah,
we hope.
Are you good?
Well, I'm gonna do my best.
You're also on a little bit of a delay too to make it extra perfect. Like, you've noticed that, right, Razor? When he came back. Look at him. My God. Listen, Craig, just go to bed. We're fine. Go away now. Just seriously, go to bed. Look at you. You look miserable. Go. Shoo. Shoo.
Happy New Year, everybody.
It's not New Year yet. You'll be fine. You know, whenever something hits you this hard, it's usually only this bad for about the first 24 hours. That's the fortunate part.
Oh, great.
So, yeah.
Well,
Your New Year probably won't be that horrific. So
it's good. Well, thanks for the good news, Razor. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Thanks for holding it down, guys. Have a good day.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Take it easy.
Poor Razor. Now he's stuck with me. He's like, ah, shit.
All right. It's all right.
What you want to talk about? Let's just
We
throw
should,
everything out the window.
Yeah, we should swing a dead cat and try and get like a random guest who wasn't prepared to be on or something. But
Who do you want on? Who do you know?
I don't know.
Just send the link.
I
out to
don't
some
know
random
people.
person.
I don't socialize. What do
Well,
you
neither
think?
do I. So now what?
Yeah, what the...
We're like two little.
Did you make any
antisocial
Japanese
people.
friends? Just ring them a hey,
I
Kenji.
did, but they're
Hey, Kenji.
asleep.
Yeah.
It's like the other side of the world. Oh well, listen. Find someone. We'll put them. I tried to get Kay because Craig was like, I'm kind of dying, and she would be helping me out with timestamps, but she's asleep because time zones also. So
Right.
anyway,
It's true. People shouldn't be up this early.
I mean it's 12:20 for me, but whatever. Nanner says, "Hey, Craig, womp womp. I'll send you an interpreted ASL video for you to clip out how you see fit later this month. Today, my twin boys are getting discharged from the NICU. I'll raise them to be normal men. Well, congratulations to you, and I hope the twins do really well and have happy, healthy lives."
Yeah.
Six strings. Oh, for fuck's sakes. So I hear Blabs will be dating a Roblox streamer. It's out of character for her, but the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess.
Oh my goodness, are you betraying me? What is this?
And Taryn also, apparently. No, what
Taryn
happened? There's this disgusting Roblox streamer who's like worse than Asmongold levels of filth. Like he's super dirty and disgusting. And everyone's like, you should fix him. And I'm like, I'm not his mommy.
Right.
That dude is 22 years old. Ew. This guy looks like he doesn't shower. He's like got like this massive like thing in his mouth, like retainers and everything, and braces. No. So no.
I love it. He
No,
sounds
it's
like a catch.
Dude, no. Ew.
Don't miss the
Dude,
boat here.
I was
What?
almost throwing up yesterday. It was so nasty. Maybe that's why Craig feels sick
That's
after
why
seeing the
he's
Roblox
sick.
guy.
Yes, it is. He's got the Roblox COVID.
Ah, it's so gross. Anyway, Dwarf says, Happy New Year from Australia. Happy New Year to you. Get me those lottery numbers. Thank you. Speedy Cake says, speaking of games, I saw something recently about an Italian game finally finishing development after 22 years to release on Game Boy Advance. What?
What?
What is that?
What game can be so good you're
Wait, I
willing
want
to
to
work
find
on it
this.
for
Hang on.
22
years. Italian Game Boy. I can't spell.
I wasn't aware Star Citizen had been in development that long.
Oh my god, it's real. Hang on, I gotta share my screen for this.
Okay.
What is this? Look at that. Oh, let me hide that. Thank you, Speedy Cakes. Game delay for 22 years is finally out. We are at Kotaku, but this is from July. So we're like 6 months late. Anyway, in 2002, a group of friends in Italy started developing an action platformer with
Hold
RPG
on a second.
elements.
It's like Weeby. It's like anime-ish.
Yeah. Oh, you
Italians?
like anime, right?
What is this?
I thought that was Harvey Weinstein on the right, but never mind.
Boppity boopity anime. What is this?
Yeah, over the decades, there have been numerous games with protracted development cycles and delayed releases.
Right.
All right. Go, let's
Duke
get to it. Is this
Nukem
it?
Forever.
Oh, this is it. I
Gosh.
get flagged if I watch it. Ah, whatever. Craig's not.
Oh my god, it's very weeby. Hey, it looks pretty cool. All right. Wow. That combat looks pretty bad. Wouldn't it be hilarious if after 22 years it just sucked?
It would be. Are you gonna get this?
Day one.
Day one. I mean, it's out since July, so.
Yes.
'Cause
Day,
I've actually already played the game.
day 102. Yes.
Oh boy. Well, fascinating.
Wow.
Why does this guy look like what's his face's name from Mario, the skeleton guy? Why can't I remember his name?
Oh, Dry Bones.
Yes, there you go. He kind of looked like him, didn't he?
Yes. Like
Right there he is,
Nosferatu
it's
at the end
Dry
of
Bones.
that movie.
Anyway, so
Did you
shout
watch
out.
Nosferatu yet, Blabs?
No, everyone's talking about it. What the hell is it?
It's good. Vampire movie.
Oh, no. They kind of creeped me out. I saw this movie when I was a kid, and like this guy was like stabbing a vampire with like a giant like club or a piece of wood or whatever. And then ever since then, I've been freaked out that when I go to sleep, someone's gonna bite me. When I was a kid and turn me into a vampire, so I used to fall asleep with the covers like over my neck. That way, the monsters couldn't get me when I was a child.
Is there a large biting hazard where you live?
No, I just had PTSD from watching this random ass movie that I don't even know what it is. I don't even know. I just remember that one clip and it freaked me out as a child because I was like 6.
Blabs live next door to like a bathhouse.
I live next door to like Edward Cullen or something. Yeah, it's fine.
Right.
Uh-huh. I actually only watched like Twilight when I was 25 too. I scathed through life not having to watch it, and it was on Netflix. I was like, "What's all the fuss about?" And I binged the entire series, and I was like, "Well, I will never get my life back from this." Like lost time. Leo TD says, "Blabs, put your shades on." I would, but they kind of hurt my face, so no. Captain Mercury says, "Razor, why didn't you warn me about the cook scene in Nosferatu?" Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. There isn't one.
Well, I guess there is. Miku says, Razor, please change your black and white to be brown to show solidarity in these trying times. Craig shall redeem the. What?
Well, there we are. Here we go. There we go. What's the theme? Citizens on patrol. Sorry, there we go. That's the new BLM theme.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay,
Yeah.
Moving right along. Jason says, show the commercial for Battle Tans with Snuggles the Bear. I'm a pass. Thank you for that. I don't know what that is. Mercy says, next week is my birthday, 45, and I still get carded. Well, happy birthday to you. What do you look like a 12-year-old or something?
Right.
Thank you very much, Mercenary. Rod says he's faking being sick to avoid Cape Day tomorrow. Well, actually, Arch is not on the show tomorrow. He's on vacay, so no Arch tomorrow, which means no Cape Wednesday. On Wednesday, we wear capes. I hope you know that now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even wear sunglasses on Sunglass Day, but you'll go out of the way for the capes. I see how it is.
Capes don't hurt my face, dude. Look at these things. Look at them. Look how heavy they are. I'm tiny, right? Okay, these like weigh the same as my face.
Maybe, yeah. You just need new sunglasses. Is what you need.
Well, I do. I have like really nice ones.
These are new. You see, it's got the little Ray-Ban on the side. I didn't have that before.
Wow. See, I have sunglasses for like when I drive, but with my monitors, I have to like completely turn my head in order to see what's going on because they're that good for my like they're sunglasses for real. Like I got them at Costco Kirkland.
Kirkland, you got that Kirkland.
I got that Costco card, okay?
Not a bill, y'all.
Yeah, I bought them in like 2015, 2016.
Yes.
Costco Montreal.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite like generic store brand? Because obviously the GOAT for me is Dr. Thunder from Walmart, which is just amazing.
You know what? Great value, Walmart. Because they just have fun stuff anyway. And like sometimes it's the same shit. It's just paying with a label.
It's always like some goofy, non-offensive name like Clean Living. Like it's something like that. Like that's always the generic brand name.
All right. Neighborhood Threat says Super 3D Noah's Ark uses the Wolfenstein engine, but it's not reskin of the game. Popular myth. All right. We should probably do some hard news and stuff, shouldn't we?
Let's do it.
All right, where the hell is the thing? Aha!
Hard news.
I did it. Okay, so as of tomorrow, there's going to be a new generation. Have you heard what it's called?
Uh-oh.
Do you want to know?
What is it? Okay, what? The last one was Z, so do we go back to A?
Nope, Generation Beta.
What?
Yeah. So all babies born in 2025 and on will be called Generation Beta. And I think it goes up until like 2039 or some shit like that.
Who's picking these names? 4chan?
Yeah. Where was I saw it the other day? Yeah, 2039. There you go. So that's how long we have for this Generation Beta. So everyone's kids.
Poor guy. Oh, of course, the worst one. Gosh, sorry, David Jaffe. Turns out you were born too early.
Right? Generation Beta.
Sorry, bud.
I don't really like that, actually.
Yeah, I know. Somebody's just messing with people now.
Well, the thing is, I don't even know what generation I am because there's always different cutoffs, right? So I'm 96, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they're very instructive. Like, I guess technically I'm a millennial, but Jack Posobiec calls my generation, because you're not quite Gen X, but you're not quite millennial. Calls us centennials, which I think is more accurate.
Was a godlike centennial?
What?
Centennial.
Yes. What?
Isn't that godlike, god tier or something like?
No. Centennials like every 100 years, whatever. That's what.
I could have sworn that there was like a word that like maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Oh well. So anyway, Generation Beta, guys. So
There you go.
By the way, chat.
Yeah.
I will not be doing timestamps because I can't do both at the same time. So after hard news, you guys are on your own, and I'm sorry. Okay. Do you remember Gorlock?
Oh no! Isn't that the
Gorlock the Destroyer?
Oh no! Isn't that Snorlax? Isn't that the big thing?
Yes. Well, he's back, and he's got something to share with us.
No.
So the actual quote here is Gorlock celebrating
no.
reaching 500 pounds, which isn't entirely accurate.
Yeah, that doesn't. Oh no! At least 100. Oh, look at that though. At least 100 pounds of that is makeup.
Ew.
Oh, God. That poor cake. Imagine that being the last thing you ever see.
That's a dude. I think this is what's gonna make Craig throw up.
See, what? Who's throwing confetti at this thing?
Anyway, so yeah, Gorlock is back.
You're supposed to go on Jenny Craig, not Betty Crocker.
Yeah, fair point. But the reason this person is celebrating is because one day ago, this dude hit 500,000 followers on TikTok. Who the hell is following this person? Shame on you. You are appropriating obesity.
It's the internet. Everything is a fetish.
It's so gross.
See, me doing this with my pinky. This is a fetish. This is a fetish on the internet. This is right. Everyone, I could get 500,000 followers on TikTok with this pinky right here,
Anyway,
Isn't
there was like
now-
500 tons and pounds, but no, it's fine.
right.
But
Now, isn't the controversy of are they trans or cross-dressing? What's the?
This dude pretends to be a woman, but I thought we would look at their Instagram because I don't have TikTok like a normal human being. Fashion model. Oh my God! Followed by Kristen Nova, Chrissy Mayer, and that Star Wars girl. We need to have a chat with these three ladies.
What's going on? And again, I mean, I'm thinking. Oh God, no.
What do you mean? You tell me you wouldn't do that? You wouldn't tap that?
Do what? What would you even do? Like, does gender even matter at that way? Like, at that point, aren't you just picking a fat fold and hoping for the best?
Oh my God, look at his tummy. Oh!
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Oh my God, it's a dude. Oh my God, look, Nip. You saw him cutting diamonds. Wow. Ew, look at its boob. Oh my gosh. How is this person a fashion model? Look at him. That was before he got eaten. She's like, this is my next prey.
I'll be internet famous for something awful.
Ew. Imagine putting your arm around that.
Attempting to get your arm around it, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a valiant try. It's like the people who stop lumberjacks from cutting down redwoods. Like,
oh my God. I feel so mean. This is so mean. We're just harassing this person, but look at that. Oh my God. I'm done.
She's doom scrolling. We're watching Blabs doom scroll.
This is so bad. She's still here. Needs to go away. Goodbye. Close all those tabs. Oh, okay. Anyway, Death Star says, you dorks, much love. I thank you. Logan says, for Blabs, what up, my mammals? That's right.
Yeah.
You ever said that to anyone before? What up, my mammals?
What?
What up, my mammals?
I don't know. that he has before he's eaten them.
True. All right, actually, let me ask you 2 questions. Let's see if you're smarter than a 5th grader, because mammals remind me of something.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What is the biggest bone in our body?
What's the biggest bone in our body?
Mm-hmm.
Skull.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
In terms of mass, probably.
The femur. He's not smarter than a 5th grader.
Well, I know it's the longest.
No, the biggest.
Yeah, but like in terms of mass, wouldn't it be your skull?
Anyway, okay. And wow,
Did I just
like Googling right now? Like, hang on. You are not from elementary school. Okay, how about this? What is the biggest mammal?
That's true. Somebody pointed out in the chat, skull's not a single bone, so fair enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What
No. Femur would have been my answer, my normal answer. Of course, it's easy to say that now.
What's the biggest mammal in the world?
Biggest mammal is a blue whale.
Yes, or sperm whale, whichever one you want to consider. But yes, you could have said Gorlock, and we would have agreed with that.
This is true.
The biggest mammal is Gorlock.
I'm going to subscribe to the biggest mammal in the world.
Okay, that Pierre, as I say over there, says, end of an era with USA Network no longer having Raw. Can't wait next week for Roman Reigns insurrection. Gotta be the best Jan 6 in almost 4 years. Oh boy.
Ugh.
Torben says, first chat, love you. Have you seen the chat music YouTube channel? Prepare to laugh your ass off. Comments on the post set to epic music. Savage. No, I've not heard of that, but thank you. And thank you for chatting.
I don't watch YouTube. Who does that?
There's man on YouTube. And be ready for shenanigans on January 6th and beyond.
Dude, I got my own shenanigans on January 6th.
What are you doing? Having a lit party?
It's going to be a gender reveal, actually. For me. For Gorlock, actually. There we are.
Yeah. Olympus Gamma of Light says, Razor, you released a video a few years ago where you did not swear, but then made up for it in the after credits scene. Which video was it?
I can't remember. I can't remember which video that was. I do remember it, though. That was so hard to record. I was like, okay, I'm going to endeavor not to swear. And I kept catching myself while I'm doing it. And at the end, I just blew up. I was just like, F word, C word, every single swear word I could even think of.
Yeah. Zachary says, I grew up on battle tanks. Shame it never got 3.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mercenary says, don't need puke watch, guys. I'm in the middle of work. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. That's how people unsubscribe.
One day I was working at GameStop and we had to be on puke watch. This kid was just running around the store, puking every few feet. Just, yeah, it was amazing.
Why was he in there?
Literally, because this is the problem with working in a GameStop that's in a mall. Parents just drop the kid off and they're like, you deal with it. Right?
That's awful.
Well, translate that to Spanish and that's what they say.
Huh. Mighty Meme says, have you guys seen Sam Hyde's video on Twitter? Hard to disagree with some of the points he made.
He's in character. It's a joke. The whole thing's a joke.
I don't even know. Dirt is king. Hang on. Where's the titties at? Boobs. Boobs, boobs, boobs. There they are. Okay. Dirt is king says, call either Tarangel and or Kirsch on. It would be fun. Thank you so much. Yeah. Dirt is king.
Who's she? We could call her.
Who's she?
Who's the person in the GIF? We could call her. I'm sure.
Dirt is king. Oh, the boobies chick. Yeah, no.
I don't know who that is.
She's just boob chick. Maverick Marty says, Razor Fist. Don't think that Silent Hill 2 awesome reference didn't go unnoticed. You made my day off. Amazon deliveries better. Thank you for the laugh.
Godspeed. You haven't played Silent Hill 2, Blabs?
No.
Oh, they did a remake recently. You should play it.
I've been trying to play Path of Exiles too. It's my first time playing any type of game like that ever. But for some reason, my PC literally freezes so badly that I can't even close the game. I can't do a single thing. I actually have to manually turn off the PC because it just completely combusts. So there's something wrong with the game because it really hates my PC.
Okay.
Or it's just my PC. I don't know yet. But it seems to be a problem other people have too.
How old is your PC?
My PC is 2 years old. That's why
you shouldn't be having this problem.
It's like a basic bitch light gaming thing. It's a Vengeance from Corsair, but I shouldn't have these issues, I don't think.
Vengeance Enforcer. Gosh, it sounds like an 80s action.
Mine is a Batman, okay? His name's Vengeance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mercenary says, Blabs get Loomy. Maybe. I think we'll just do us and we'll be stupid today.
Yeah, that's true.
Orthodox says, Blab still thinks the power envy stuff is... Dude, it's so gross. That's the Roblox dude. Power envy. He's disgusting. Ew. Razor's like, I'm gonna Google him. Basket says, hell, Blabs, Razor, and the absent Craig. Yeah, he died. Yeah. He literally texted me saying, I'm gonna go roll up in a bowl and die. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I understand.
Speedy Cake says, hey, Blabs, as a farm girl, when they ask you to fix him, maybe they mean to do something with gelding tools. You mean like castration? I've done that a bunch of times. It actually worked pretty well at a bar.
So I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah, I've done lots of castration on pigs before. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so if you piss me off at the bar, I will threaten you with castration.
Okay. Well,
yes.
never going drinking with you. Gotcha. I don't drink, fortunately. But...
So you're safe. You're safe. Yeah, Norm says everyone knows that Nosferatu's best role is himself in that SpongeBob episode.
Yeah.
Huh. Logan says, yes, clubs, well known for stabbing people. Well, what?
She's talking about how you were saying Nosferatu was stabbed with a wooden club.
Oh, yes, him. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Does that take place in the club?
Now that I know she castrates people, I'm not going to criticize her anymore. Better safe than sterile.
Not people, just pigs. Lots of them. I have a story. All right, story time. I feel like I told this story once before. So I was sitting down in a ring full of like straw hay to like keep the little piglets inside that were just born. I'm gonna go and castrate them on the ear tags and everything. And so what you do is you take a little scalpel and you slit, pull, right? And then you put iodine on them to make sure it doesn't get disinfected and all that. But you can't just like toss the balls aside because they're no use. So I accidentally flung them onto like a giant concrete slab. So it was like literally balls to the wall. But then, did you know the mom will eat the testicles? Because pigs are cannibalistic. So nom nom nom. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about campaign finance reform.
Are you finding out new information today?
I learned something new and terrible about Blabs today, y'all.
Maximus says, Razor, what is your favorite Sodom album? Also, Sodom Metal Mythos when?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I like a lot of Sodom. Maybe Under the Sign of Evil, maybe. I also like Till Death Do Us Unite, which is really underrated, and Agent Orange, of course. But yeah.
Okay.
I can't stop thinking about the pig testicles. I'm sorry.
Why?
Well, I mean, you combine that with Gorlock, and we've got a problem here in terms of mental images. I'm sorry, this is an issue.
Does it help that I once found a random pig's head too?
What?
Yeah, because like these pigs were like on a pasture out, and so like some wild animal got to one of the pigs.
Well, so one time I went to see this band Watain. Watain, they're a black metal band. And they were playing in this little like closet-sized place called the Mason Jar, real small. And everyone was outside waiting for them because the opening bands had already done their thing, and then they kick everybody out, and now the main band has to play, and it's because they had to set up their stage and whatever. Anyway, so they're done, and they open the doors, and it's dark. They had no lights on in the place. And you walk in, and all you smell is rot. It's just rotten, just rotting stuff. That's all you smell. And then one by one, the torches on the edge of the stage get lit, and there's pigs' heads on spike on the edges of the stage, and then they tear into their set. Dude, Watain's amazing live. They're an incredible live.
How is that okay to do like in public? I feel like there's some type
they're
of
Satanists, they're evil. They're not good people.
Ew.
This was years ago, folks.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, back to the pig's head. So pigs are also cannibalistic, so I couldn't find the rest of the body. It must have gotten either killed off by the wild animal or the other pigs ate it. But I had to go and take the pig's ear tag off, right? Because we had to document who died. And so I'm literally just like taking my pocket knife and yakking away at the tag to try to get it off this pig's head. I'm like, give it back. Anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then my boss called me too at the same time, like, what do you want? And I was like, trying to take the tag off the ear. Yeah, fun times. Mm-hmm.
and running a red light and screaming.
I don't do that then.
Yeah.
See, well behaved. Anyway, okay, listen. We'll actually talk about some real news today. So
Yeah, are we?
Yeah.
Not Gorlock, please. Pretty please.
No. So, are you excited for Toy Story 5?
Toy Story?
Toy Story.
I haven't seen a Toy Story since the first one, and I watched that one in
Really?
theaters because I'm old. Yeah.
So I saw the fourth one. It was garbage in my opinion. It was super stretched out and
Really?
long. Yeah, I did not like it. I watched
Why
it on
would
Disney
you make
Plus.
them after Don Rickles died? Is my question. You can't
Fair
have
point.
Mr. Potato Head. Why? Why would
That
you?
is true. So this comes from Game Rant, and it's actually a little update from Tim Allen. So let me zoom in for the chat. There we go. But it just basically says a bunch of stuff, and then he says it's a very, very clever story. Do you want to do 5 of these? I don't really believe it's about the money. I'm sure they want to be a success, but that's not what they did. That's not why they did it. Had they not come up with a brilliant script, they wouldn't have done it, and they wouldn't have called me and Tom Hanks. It's really clever. So I don't know. I thought the last one was garbage. So I'm kind of like, is it though?
What was
Tim?
so bad about it? Just the stretched outness?
Yeah, the stretched outness
the
and this
big
new
testicles.
character. Yeah. Like the big testicles just flying across to the wall. There was this character called Sporky or whatever, and he was like a plastic spark, and he was so stupid that I was just like, I hate this. What am I doing with my time? Forky, whatever his name was, he was trash. So he was actually literal trash. He's like, I'm trash. So yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, so shout out Tim Allen, but I don't really believe you. The end.
Yeah.
So we're doing really great at hard news today, guys.
Right?
Last day of the year.
Toy Story. Really?
All right, listen. It's
Just
Tim
what our
Allen.
audience wants to hear about.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Okay, so let me get to our main, half of our title. So there's this Australian singer who was dropped for basically speaking about COVID and other things like that. Now I don't know. if
How
you
could you not talk about it in Australia? They had freaking camps.
Yeah. Although all the Australians I've talked to personally says it wasn't really like that. It was very overdone by the media, which we can all get. That happens everywhere. But there was some shitty stuff going on in Australia for sure. Yeah. So there's this Australian lady. Her name is Aya May.
Mm-hmm.
And so she got dropped by her manager for refusing to change the lyrics of a certain song. Now, I don't know if we can play the entire thing, but we'll give it a try because Craig's not here. So, all right, let me lower this a little bit.
Is every chick in Australia just blonde? Is that
It
just,
seems that way, right?
just decided by
Maybe
science?
it's because they're always out in the sun, and so they just become
Maybe.
blondes.
I don't know.
You know? But here's the lyrics, so.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I hate your music, but those were kind of base lyrics for 2 lines there.
Yeah?
Yeah, Don't sing again, please. But
Okay, so we'll just here's the lyrics. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and not go right, because Razor doesn't like her singing. If Prairie will make it out alive.
cinnamon buns on her head too.
Yeah, it's like space buns almost, but then the rest of her hair is down. I don't understand. Then it says this is Carmageddon, and that's basically it. And there's more to the lyrics. We're not gonna play the entire thing, but the point of it is that she got dropped just for posting this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, wasn't it at one point musicians were edgy and rebellious and they didn't follow the lines and they,
that was before the guy who wrote the song "We're Not Gonna Take It" decided to take it like a whore. That was probably before that. Before Rage Against the Machine became Rage more or less in perfect tandem with the machine. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, she's been completely dropped, and she's actually made a bunch of subscribers on YouTube. So when I checked her YouTube yesterday, she was at 8K, and now she's almost at 14K. So she's almost doubled.
Yeah.
So there you go. I do agree with you. It's pretty auto-tuned, but at least the lyrics are somewhat based.
Right?
Or intelligent.
Yeah, I mean the 2 lines of the lyrics were relatively base, but yeah, the music is definitely not my style.
Oh, what do you mean? You're not some pop hippie dippy dippy dop?
Yeah. That's just surprisingly not a big fan of Melodyne.
What the hell's that?
That's the program they use to auto-tune everybody.
Oh, is that why everyone sounds the same?
Everybody sounds, and it always makes your voice sound warbly, and it doesn't sound normal. And even when you don't have T-Pain auto-tune on it, it's the thing that makes every modern pop princess's voice have that weird warbly effect on it. That's Melodyne. That's what that is. It's god awful. It sounds terrible.
Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what the chat has to say. Let me see if there's any supers on this. No, but Sporky was a metaphor for autism. Blabs hates tisms. I hate some
Who
tisms
doesn't?
if they're like, listen, if some of them are assholes, you don't need to be an asshole. But the best tism of all time is Temple Grandin. Just saying.
Huh?
Temple Grandin? No? Okay, so she's like a giant animal welfare advocate, but like in the good sense, right? Like humanely slaughtering animals, things like that, respecting livestock instead of just being like throwing them like they don't have they're not actually worth anything. So
Please. The pain makes it taste better. That's I like to taste the fear in my steak. Actually, I like.
No. Like I've actually been to like one of these slaughterhouses that was designed by her, and it's like it's super duper high up, so they can't see other animals. It's meant to calm them down. The certain pavements for like the hooves of the cows, so they don't slip and slide and things like that, because they don't have like padding cows, right? They have hooves, so if it's like concrete, they'll slip and slide. Fun fact.
Okay.
You know what? Anyway, listen, she's the cooltisms. That's my point here. Some people.
I want them all killed in a Spanish bullfight. Screw it.
See,
Let
look,
them die like a warrior.
I actually seen that movie. It was pretty good. Anyway, Blabs is the rock lobster. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I thought you might know these things. Never mind. Okay. All right. New York Giants fan says, I once submitted 10 puns to a joke contest. With that many, figured one would win, but no pun intended. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Commodore fan says, the moment I detect female autotune, I hit next.
Yep.
Yeah. What about male autotune? Are you just sexist against the female ones?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Carlos says, yo, Razor, big fan. Favorite metal trio, Sodom, Motorhead, or Venom?
Motorhead.
Okay. Was that a pig's mom or Gorlock that eats balls? Both? This is her revenge for her Google Urban Dictionary. Yes.
That's true.
See, I have stories of my own. You guys don't even know. Ryo says, that's Courtney Clenny, OnlyFans model in jail. Wait, what? She's in jail? Hang on. Courtney
In jail?
Clenny.
Because she'd be in jail.
Oh my god, she's arrested! Oh,
what?
Let's read, shall we?
What?
All right, OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny. Key decision in murder case delay until after New Year.
She murdered her boyfriend?
That's her? That doesn't look like her.
Oh no! God, I hope it's her. That'd be great.
Let's try to find images of this chick.
Oh, it's not who that
Yes.
is. That's what the chat says. It's not.
Yeah, that's not her.
They're just trolling you.
They're
I
just
wish that was
troll.
true.
That would have been like so
I heard about this
interesting.
story. Yeah, I heard about this story.
Holy. Huh.
It's not the only like OnlyFans person to, attempt to kill their significant other and whatever.
Damn. Wow. Anyway, okay. Mercenary says, oh, where'd it go? Mercenary says they'll play nothing but female autotune at my job.
Yep.
Sucks to be you, broski. Okay. Let us go away from the OnlyFan murderer and go on to The Witcher. Now, Rizzo, you actually like The Witcher, right?
No.
But you've played The Witcher.
Yeah, I reviewed 2 and I have covered 3, but not reviewed it. And I beat 1 and 2.
Okay.
I beat 3 as well.
Right. Well, here's comes from an article from Pirate Nation, or more like a screenshot. But the thing is, it's not from that park place that originated it, but we will just share my Epic Mike's opinion on it. So it says, CDPR claims The Witcher 4 will tackle a women's struggle in a medieval world.
What, against dying of the plague? What does it even mean?
Exactly.
Like,
so
a
Epic
woman's struggle is every single male family member went to die in a crusade. That's my struggle.
Yeah, so Epic Mike says, you mean dying from infections after childbirth, or getting married at 14, dying from the plague?
Right.
Those are compelling stories to put in a game about monster hunting.
Hey, I ate tainted grain and now I'm dying of typhus. Fantastic. Like, I'd play that game. Shoot.
So the real quote actually comes from Eurogamer, and it's a whole interview with who is this? With a developer from CD Projekt Red.
Right.
And they have this entire thing. So let me just pull it up properly. Here we go. Okay. So here it is. This is Weber. And here's where it actually becomes like the whole woke bullshit. So let me zoom. Okay. Right. So he says, but also medieval to early Renaissance history. And that is a world that was tough for many different groups, women among them. A bit ironic. Anyway.
How retarded is this? Because The Witcher is now kind of increasingly, I would say, is being unfavorably compared to another open world RPG series called Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is about to come out with a second game. That game actually talks about, like, portrays medieval society because it's set in the real world. There's no fantasy element to it. There's no magic. It's just medieval, right? So there's literally a DLC for that called A Woman's Lot that deals with women's issues without being cringy and preachy like this. So, like, way to just hang a bow on yet another area where you're utterly inferior to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Just what? I don't even know what they're thinking here. Apparently, by the way, a lot of people who used to work at CD Projekt are now working at Warhorse Studios, which is the studio that makes Kingdom Come Deliverance. They've left the studio. Yes.
Huh. Maybe it's because they all went away on their menstrual leave at CD Projekt Red, and they're like, my menstrual leave means I'm gone the entire time.
Yeah, preggers leave. They've gotten male pregnant.
There you go. So let's go on. It says, as an example, in The Witcher, we also deal with a lot of racism when it comes to non-humans, and this is something that we want to keep up with in The Witcher 4. Now, does that actually, like, I'm not a Witcher expert, so I don't actually know. I'm genuinely curious here. Is there, like, some things against, like, non-humans versus humans?
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely that even in the books and stuff. It's one of the reasons Andrei Sapkowski's such a hack. I mean, the books were written in the 80s, into the 90s, and I guess they're now continuing. He had stopped for a long time. And so they're very, very postmodern, and they've got lots of cringy, racist allegories. Like, I made a tweet where I was making fun of the Witcher books, and I kind of, stand by this. It's always a situation where it's like, oh, there's a goblin and it's eating people, and the Witcher has to go investigate. But then as he investigates more, it turns out that the white male villagers are the bad guys. And the goblin is only there because of a curse, because they were bigots and stoned her to death once or something. That's every story in The Witcher. That's every single. It's so cringe and so badly written. And Sapkowski is the biggest Polak hack on planet Earth. But anyway.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like equate this to like a lot of fairy tale stories, witches and wizards and evil.
He takes basically like the framework of an old fairy tale story, and then he puts kind of postmodern crap on it, basically.
I mean, but like it is. I don't really think it's like super duper woke to discuss like how like certain like non-humans versus like people, like there is always that tension, like centaurs versus humans and all that. So like I don't really see a problem with that, but it depends on how they do this, right? If it's like really in your face and it's like, oh, racism, or they actually do it right and there's a story and a purpose or something. I guess that's kind of remains to be seen.
There's a good example of this at the beginning of Witcher 3 in the opening tutorial. I'm baffled that nobody called this out as being woke, because it's one of the preachiest things I've ever seen in a game. There's a side quest at the beginning of the game where this guy gets driven out of a town, and they think he's left because I forget what the pretext was. Like, there's a suspicion that he left the town for a different reason, like he killed someone and ran away or something like that. And as Geralt investigates, it turns out, no, he was just thrown out of the town because he likes dick. He's gay.
Oh.
It was the dumbest thing. And it's in like the first 20 minutes of the game. And nobody calls this out as just being cringingly woke. I don't understand why.
Is it like an option or like?
Well, it's a side quest, so obviously not everybody does it. But yeah, it's really, really near the beginning of the game, and I'm always surprised that nobody calls that out. It's so stupid.
Interesting. Well, to go on to this quote, so he says, I think it's something that has always been really important. We make games for adults, and it also means that we tackle some difficult topics. We tackle them in interesting ways. I mean, that could be debatable. We'll see how that goes for Witcher 4. We tackle them without giving easy answers, but often opening difficult questions that players have to answer. I don't know, that kind of makes me think like they're gonna like be wokey about it. Like, we're gonna make it difficult for you, and you're gonna be uncomfortable about it, and you're gonna like it.
Take that, Dad.
Right. And it says, I think some of those questions might be going in this direction as well. Because, yes, Ciri is a woman. As a Witcher in this world, this is an unusual state.
I don't know. After seeing those screenshots, I think I want a gender test. Maybe
yeah.
Quick
and
blood test, please.
And in this article, by the way, chat, they do say that all the answers about Ciri are in the original books, and that she is a Witcher because she's been called a Witcher multiple times by like Geralt and all that stuff. Now, like I said, I've never read The Witcher, so
yeah, my understanding, and it's been a while since I did my Witcher Elric video. So when I did that, so The Witcher's ripped off for those who don't know. So I did a whole video about how The Witcher's plagiarized from Elric and and in doing that, I had to read all the Witcher books up until that point. I think that was before the latest novel came out, maybe the second latest even. But my understanding is she's not a full-blown Witcher. She's kind of like she can't take the Trial of the Grasses or something.
Well, yeah, because isn't it only for men?
Yeah, like she's not able to complete the final rite, but she's kind of like Witcher in name. You know, you're no longer
honorary Witcher.
Yes, you're no longer an apprentice, but we do not grant you the rank of Witcher Master. Yeah, it's like that kind of.
So yeah, from like what I understand is that she can't like become a real Witcher because only the trial can be completed by a man, and she's not.
Right. Like,
is she a human or is she not a human? Because I heard she's more powerful than a Witcher, so she needs to be a Witcher.
Yeah, she's got plot device power. She's very, very... Yeah, it's funny. People don't call her a Mary Sue often, but in the story, she comes across very Mary Sue-ish.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically the gist of it, chat, where they're going to be like, she's going to be doing stuff because she's a woman. Yay. Fun stuff. Let's talk to the chat again. Mercenary says, because of CDPR, I worry about GOG and my purchases.
Well, I'm thinking they may not own GOG much longer. They're talking about how they can't make the profit model work, and now they've rolled out that new service where, we're now going to update the games more regularly. And that's obviously a cash grab, an attempt to make that service profitable. So I'm wondering if they're not going to sell GOG to someone. I kind of hope they do, because I don't want to support CD Projekt. They're a terrible company.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Norm says, CD should stop making these shitty Elric games. Daily reminder that The Witcher plagiarized Elric. Thank you very much.
They are making an Elric game, by the way, finally. And the new Elric comic comes out today. In fact, it's in the mail. It's supposed to show up today.
Ooh. By the way, guys, I don't have access to direct donations because Craig's not here and I don't have access. So I know.
You don't have any Rumble?
We do. I can see Rumble, so I will get to them in a little bit. So it's just direct donations I can't see.
Gotcha.
Lord Slush says, write song, no issues. Present song to studio, no issues. Spend our recording song, spend our studio's money on said song, no issues. Release song. Oi, mate, we can't be having that now.
You got a license for that opinion.
Yeah, you got a license for that, mate. It is true.
What accent even was that? We're like Mary Poppins by way of Crocodile Dundee.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. Stay-at-home hippo for 20 says, agree to disagree on the points of Witcher books, Razor. Ciri is depowered to be a Witcher now. Basically put her on the same place as men, even though she was more powerful with time powers and her own character, CD woke.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't
Thank you.
remember. It's been a while since I read them. I had to read through the whole series, and that was a mind-numbing affair. There was give you an idea of the Witcher books. There's a lengthy sequence where a character is described in vivid, excruciating detail having an onset of diarrhea. Like, just, it goes on for pages and pages.
Are you sure you weren't reading some fan fiction?
It's a fantasy story. They just keep describing this person having the bubble guts and just explosive projectile diarrhea. It's amazing.
That's nasty. Don't ever say bubble guts ever again, okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
Daddy, so Ciri's both
I
a
think we
Mary
saw
Sue.
that with Gorlock earlier. Actually.
It's true. Ciri's both a Mary Sue and anthropomorphized MacGuffin.
Yeah, she is kind of a MacGuffin. I mentioned a lot of the same narrative utility that they use for Stormbringer in the Elric books. They basically just use with Ciri in the Witcher books. It's funny.
Huh. Ryo says, sorry, mishap. Court 8310's ID is Courtney McClure. How do you know this so much about these OnlyFans chicks? Are you subscribed to these Courtneys? Did you just out yourself?
He's like, I just checked my pay stub. It's no big deal.
Yeah, did you out yourself, man? Let me get to the Rumble Rants. B. Barrett says, Craig, whatever you do, try not to think about Alyssa McCrunting naked. That is disgusting.
Wow. Thank God he's not here for that.
Yeah, he'd be. Reed24 for 2 says, hello, Razor Stars. Please keep your seats warm as your superior Indian replacements will arrive soon with the H-1B visa. Side scrolls will be ready to name Pooh Scrollers with Razor Force being Pooh Force. Redeem now.
Yes. Come, let us go take a crap in the river together.
Did you try the click button?
Let us do it.
B. Barrett says,
come again.
oh, are we gonna do Indian accent? I think we should.
Oh, yes, I think we will.
Okay, yes, thank you very much. I actually know this.
Now we
okay.
have to break for a 15-minute Bollywood dance.
It's true. I actually have a story for you. So I used to have a roommate from India, and she was like of the upper class, so super educated, and she would shit all over the lower class Indians, and she'd be like, they
Like
always bob their
just
head.
physically take a dump on
No.
them.
She would just make fun of them. But she'd be like, they always like nod their heads. Even when you're saying yes, like this way, they're still going like, no, this way.
Oh, no.
And so she'd be like, yes and no. And she would just make fun of them the entire time. It was actually really funny. B. Barrett, Blabs has become Nosferatu. She's Italian. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You gotta watch Dracula Dead and Loving It. It's a comedy about Dracula.
Okay.
That was a joke from the movie.
Got it. Marmalin says, you see the Marvel Rivals chat censorship? Kershaw's husbando posted the clip about. It's hilarious. No, I haven't seen it. And then Riders of Metal Horse says, I know Kershaw's been having health issues herself recently. Maybe we'll get Taran if you can pry him away from his Queensboro bridge. Does Taran live under a bridge?
He is not. Yes, he jerks off punks $15 a man. No, he's not awake this early. Is he
an owl?
Yeah, he has a sleep schedule of a crime-fighting vampire.
Okay. Anyway, as Zachary says, a lot of people have gaslit themselves into thinking that the local C-19 restrictions weren't bad. They don't remember, but I can't forget video. Mm-hmm. Spitty Cake says, in regards to the possibility of Sega doing a sub-service, they might claw my wallet open, but only if Chromehounds is there with functional online modes rather than the tutorials they left when they shut the servers down for 360. So yeah, did you hear about that? Sega might be doing like a Sega subscription.
Interesting. I don't know how wise that is. The subscription service. There's just too many subscription services as it is. You got Game Pass. PlayStation's got their like crappy version of Game Pass. Of course, you've got all kinds of stuff through, individual games, online games, MMOs and stuff that all have their subscription service. It's just, and then Epic and all of that stuff. I just don't think that's that wise.
I always look at like
Very crowded.
subscription stores like Disney Plus. So at first I was really excited for Disney Plus because all the cool old things would be there. But then you find out that that's actually not making money and all that. And it's like, well, that's like the best example for not doing a subscription service when even Disney can't do it.
Well, look at Netflix. How many years in a row were they in the red? Like they barely started turning a profit in like the last 3 years.
Yeah,
And that-
I remember
that was
reading
after-
something like that.
That was after years and years and years of just hemorrhaging money. So if Netflix, the biggest name in the game, is losing money most years, that profit margin is gonna be razor thin.
Luigi 97 says, "Happy New Year, normal man. Thanks, Side Scrolls, for giving hope to all common sense people in all places. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Come again. Constanza says, Blabs, clear your internet history after that thing. Thank you very much. I should just read these in Indian. Logan says, Gorlok made me want to try the Blue Whale Challenge.
Blue Whale Challenge.
Blue Whale Challenge.
That is page of Kama Sutra.
Emperor Creates has got to see Top Gun Maverick for the first time over Christmas. It made me realize that the last F-14 Tomcats were kidnapped by Iran. Are you bad enough, dude, to rescue the Tomcats?
Oh, yes. Yes. Myself and Gandhi will rescue the Tomcats.
You can try this one.
If I become king of the world, I will destroy all traces of TikTok like Egyptian kings would wipe out all mention of their predecessors. TikTok must be destroyed. Like all food preparation regulations.
This is what happens when Craig goes away.
Indeed.
For English, press the 1. Person
Give
on
us
the
a
other
good
side with
joke of
Indian
playing.
accent. Thank you for calling AT&T.
Yoga flame.
Durkas is checked. Kishikoi says, that ain't right. Thanks, Blabs. Thank you. Come again. Remdog says, Jane
Welcome
Beta's
to H1B scrollers.
Hey, welcome.
Do not redeem. Why did you redeem? Why are you redeeming?
Gen Beta is a placeholder. Remember, millennials started out as a Gen Y. Oh my god. Okay, we should probably do more news, or else Craig's like, "What did you do?" I'm like, "Nothing, not a thing." Okay, do you want to talk about Bigfoot?
The pizza? Yeah.
No, the Bigfoot.
I think we did. Well, we already talked Gorlock. But
Well, how about 2 men found dead while searching for Bigfoot?
oh, really?
Yeah. It's a bit depressing, I'm not gonna lie, but
I don't think we lost a cancer cure here. I gotta be honest.
yeah, so they were found in Washington State, but they're from Oregon. And they were they died because they didn't have the right like equipment to survive the weather and everything. So a bunch of idiots just died from looking for Bigfoot. And
Wow.
fascinating quick hit for you guys. You're welcome. Do you want to talk about the 2024 recap?
Of what?
Okay, so we have 3 options for you that I found. We have deaths of 2024.
Hey, deaths!
Isn't that exciting? We have video games of 2024, or we have movies of 2024.
Come on, I'm always gonna go with death.
That's what I thought. Now, I don't think this one actually includes Jimmy Carter. Because
Oh,
this
really?
was published like the day before he died.
Yeah. Did you see has Jimmy Carter died today Twitter
And they were
account?
like, no.
Fumbled the ball on the one day that they actually mattered.
Mm-hmm. It was rough. I was like,
Can you
oof.
imagine?
Oof. Big oof.
Gosh.
All right, so we have notable deaths of 2024. This comes from the big black
James
beep.
Earl Jones.
Yeah, that one probably sticks out the most besides Maggie Smith to me. And shit, blanking on his name right now. Donaldson.
Oh my
whatever
god. Donald
his name is.
Sutherland, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we have David Soul.
Hey, Magnum Force.
Yeah. Shannon Doherty. Is that how you say your last name?
Man.
She's pretty.
I take my Shannon Doherty crush to the grave.
Oh, fascinating. We have Dame Maggie Smith.
She was
Now, that one broke my
Shannon
heart.
Doherty was a metalhead, by the way. Everyone should know that. And she loved the Bull Mastiff dogs.
Dame Maggie Smith. I actually have her autograph, so that's cool. James Earl Jones.
Sister Act.
Dude, I love Sister Act. Like, I thought she was great in it. I think she's great in everything she does, to be honest.
Sister Act 1 or 2?
I really like Sister Act 1, but Sister Act 2 isn't so bad.
Yeah, I like 2 too.
Mhm.
Two.
Isn't Whoopi doing
I like
a third
Desmond
one?
2 too, yes.
Isn't Whoopi doing like a third Sister Act
Probably.
with Disney or some shit? I thought that was happening, but who knows?
Yeah.
We have James Earl Jones, which was obviously Darth Vader.
Right.
What a voice, man.
Seriously, he could just read a phone book.
I wish he had done like GPS. Turn
Right.
left.
Right?
Like Alan Rickman. That would have been great. Turn left, you blithering idiot.
He better have like fed his voice into like some kind of AI system somewhere. So we
I
can
hope.
have, I mean, come on.
There are a lot of good impersonators, though.
Yeah.
We have Ian Lavender, Shelley Duvall.
Oh man, there's a lot of freaking famous people kicked. Is it like between this and the layoffs, who's even left in Hollywood? Like Ryan Gosling, Michael Caine, and a random Mexican dude with a leaf blower somewhere?
Jose
Like,
Ramirez.
right? Ramirez.
Elaine Delon?
Hey, jeez. That guy's very, very famous. I don't know who that is.
No. Bernard Hill.
Dude, Theoden from Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
What? I
Gina
forgot he had
Rowlands.
died.
Why does she look so familiar? I don't know what she's been
She's
in.
been a lot of 60s and 70s movies. Yeah.
That's probably why. Timothy West.
Yeah. So many corpses.
That's the spirit.
Aren't you glad we did this segment?
Aren't you? Janie Godley.
Hey.
And then see, like, they don't even have these. Like, they just put
Wow.
these side
Honorable
notes.
mention goes to Carl Weathers.
Isn't that
Carl
shit?
Weathers?
Isn't that shit? It's freaking Carl Weathers.
Dude from Predator. Action Jackson gets a footnote.
And freaking Mrs. Banks, the mother in Mary Poppins, she gets an honorable mention too. Like, that's shit. And not even Jimmy Carter.
Right.
I mean, I think this was published one day
Dr.
before.
Ruth, that's an unfortunate face. Steve Wright, go up. Is that like, am I the only one seeing Rick Moranis in a wig?
Yeah, you are.
Honey, I shrunk the TV therapist.
That's funny. Steve Wright.
Yeah.
Dave what the hell is he?
That's
Who
an
is
unfortunate
he?
face.
Harry Biker's published more than 30 books. Recipe books.
don't
Cool.
know.
Annie Nightingale. BBC One presenter.
last
Michael
name.
Mosley.
Yeah.
These are people I think who like for like BBC.
Yeah, BBC
Mm.
like to pretend that the rest of the world cares what happens in the UK. So,
This
you
is
know, a lot
true.
of-
This is also true.
A lot of these people are Brit bongs.
Wow. All right. So,
I didn't realize this was going to be a dead limey list.
yeah, well, I mean, that's literally what I said when I said deaths of 2024. I don't know what you're going to get from that. The copper owl for $2 says Whoopi makes up 3 sisters, 2 of which are fat.
Oh, wait, out of fat.
This one's for you. You can do this one.
Craig is busy being Indian, and you read chat like an untouchable. You shall be reincarnated as the lowest creature on the planet, a Destiny fan.
Oh my god. Zephanius pretends says The Witcher books are crazy work. I can't do this.
Oh, yeah.
The Witcher books are crazy work, abortion rights, environmentalism, women's rights, racism. The second to last book even had muscle women who couldn't stop fighting. Anyways, I'm starting Elric now. Thank you, come again. Oh, this one's for you. Ooh, go ahead.
What?
This one's for you.
Can Razor please insult me while wishing me a happy birthday, then clip it for other guests, and someone please clip that if he doesn't? Why would I insult you? You're my homeboy.
I call him like a tism or something. He wants to be insulted.
I don't know how you got over the hill without ever being on top of it.
There you go. Some people have a fetish for being insulted.
Yeah, you got a Rodney Dangerfield burn. So there you go.
Dude, you know what movie I really love? Back to School.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
And it has baby RDJ in it too, where he's like just an absolute drug head too.
And he
It's fun.
makes up Rodney Dangerfield wrote a lot of his own dialogue. He just made it up on the fly and stuff. Those are
I
the best,
heard.
those are the
What a
best
legend.
kind of comedies.
What a legend for real.
What was
They're
that?
just
Wasn't there a line in there where he hits on the chick and she's like, hey, how about you and me in the hotel room? She's like, I don't do casual sex. And he's like, that's okay. I'll keep my tie on.
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Dat is King for 10. Blabs is a zoomer. Razorfist is a millennial. And Gen Alpha exists. Thank you very much. All right. This one. Love hearing about dudes dead in the woods.
Yeah. So does
Hey, what
Logan
about
Paul.
What about people who died all year round? Even better. You're welcome. Okay, listen. We'll go back to some gaming news. Let's see. Top rated games. We could do this one. These are the games that came out this year.
Okay.
Okay. So we have Game of the Year,
Oh my gosh.
Legend of Zelda, Black Myth Wukong, and Astrobot. Can you see that? That's pretty small. Zoom!
Yeah.
Zoom! There we go. That's better. We have mobile portable game Balatro. To be honest, who cares?
Right?
Like, congratulations, you won.
Yep.
Top releases: Elden Ring. Did you ever play
Street
Elden
Fighter
Ring?
6 came out this year, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Forgot.
Did you play Elden Ring?
A little bit. Yeah.
I kind of want to try it, but I also am afraid.
It's not my kind of game. It's not. If you're not into Souls games, I wouldn't recommend it. If you are, then yeah, it's a good. It's. I mean, if that's the kind of game you like, you'd enjoy it.
I don't know. I've never, like I said, I've only just started playing like Path of Exile as Food. I've never played anything like that before, so YOLO. All right, listen, fuck that stuff. Let's look at something really depressing.
Yeah.
All of the layoffs of 2024 so far. Not even, can you even read that? It's so tiny. Look at that. 14,600 people laid off. And that's not even including everybody, because they still haven't counted a couple other ones. Like Unbroken Studios, I did a deep dive about this, just saying. Unbroken Studios co-developed Suicide Squad and completely developed the flop that is Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. And now a whole bunch of people are being laid off in different departments from Unbroken Studios. So they haven't even counted that. It's not announced yet. It's not public. But if you go, I was Jose Ramirez again.
Hey.
If you go and looked on their LinkedIn, you'll see like a bunch of different people are like, I need a new job. I've been laid off at the end of the year, which is now.
Right.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty, huh?
Yeah.
Christmas and you get laid off. It's like you couldn't do that like November.
Ubisoft is that San Diego, San Francisco? What is that at the bottom?
Ubisoft Sydney. Right
San
here.
Francisco, Osaka, 175. And those are just small satellite studios.
Uh-huh. We don't even know
175.
everything.
Yeah.
And this is a lot too. Look at that.
500, around 500 layoffs at
NCSoft.
NCSoft, which is a big deal because that's like an MMO developer.
Mm-hmm.
Firewalk Studios. Burp! Concord. So long, jerks.
Don't Nod? What the hell is that?
Don't Nod Entertainment is the Life is Strange people.
Oh, I thought this was like some meme. Like, don't
Yeah.
nod your head. Don't do
Yeah.
it.
No, they're all heroin addicts, Blabs.
Don't nod your head.
Don't get the nods.
Cryptic Studios, unknown. And some of these are, so many of them are unknown or like estimations too.
Yep,
Wow. 650.
Oh, Microsoft 650.
September.
My good. What's Sony? I wonder.
I think that it's gonna be mixed.
Because if Microsoft's that bad off, Sony can't be far behind.
Yeah, because like you have to include like Concord and all that stuff. That's gonna be
Right.
probably towards the bottom. Rumble Games, Splash.
Bungie, 220 people at Bungie laid off.
Mhm.
The Halo people.
Ubisoft Toronto, 33.
Like,
Game Loft
15
Toronto.
years ago, would you have ever wagered on there being layoffs at Bungie?
No.
Like they could print money with pretty much anything at the time.
Damn, look at this list.
Jeez.
Wow.
150 at Tango Gameworks, 150 at Playtika Belarus. Oh no, not Belarus.
Take-Two Interactive, around 600.
The GTA guys.
Woof.
600 plus people laid off.
Wow.
I mean, we live in a world now where Activision's was bought out by Microsoft, and the GTA studio is laying people off. That's how rip-roaring the video game economy is.
Damn. Look at this. We're still going.
Yeah, we are. EA?
PlayStation Studios 900.
Okay, I was right. They're even worse than Microsoft right now. 900.
Wow, from EA. And then there's another EA down here, and it's like, question mark, unknown.
Wow. Yeah, Codemasters.
Wow. Dude, this is impressive.
It is.
How do you feel about being a
Oh,
number?
Activision Blizzard! Give them a round of applause, people! There we are!
Wow. Like, these people have just been resorted to, like, a number. Like, you were part of the layoff squad. Congratulations. Yippee! Riot Games 530.
Egad.
Dude, Nesting Game 68. Lost Boys Interactive 125. Playtika 350 plus. Twitch 500. Unity 1800.
Well, if you played a game with the Unity engine, you know why that is. You know how overdue that is.
I forgot about all these layoffs in January. There was a fuck ton. Look at all these.
Insanity.
Wow. So yeah.
And that's significant because why are people being laid off in January? It's immediately following the holiday season. They expected to make more money, and they didn't.
Ugh.
Insane.
Wow.
Long overdue in a lot of those cases. Because how long has Activision Blizzard been releasing games that underperform, right? Like how long has this been taking place? How long has Sony been how long has Sony been making Forspoken and whatever, and just games that don't sell? You eventually someone's got to pay the piper ultimately. And that's what we've been watching over the last 2 or 3 years, honestly.
It's kind of depressing. But I guess it kind of
not really.
To
it's justice. Justice isn't depressing.
Well, I mean, let's say someone undeservedly got fired and they're actually good at their job. Then that's depressing. If you're like some SJW screaming about pronouns and all that, it's like, well, you can find another job. But if someone who actually deserves to be there gets laid off, it's like, well, that's shit.
Well, yeah, that's the tragedy of it is upper management's not going to get fired. It's middle management and flunkies that are going to get fired. Usually it's the middle management guys who get fired first. They're the ones who really get screwed, right? Because they don't really have decision-making power. They just have to carry out the wishes of their superiors, but they make more, so they're easier to fire.
So I found this list also that shows everything releasing in 2025. Now, you interested in seeing that?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let me know if anything pops out to you, like Donkey Kong Country.
Hey, that brings my banana to attention. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, finally. Finally. God, I have Tropical Freeze, and I love it for the Switch, but I really, really wanted to play Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Well, now you can.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles? What the fuck is that?
Oh my gosh.
What is that?
That's an old game. That's a game from like the Dreamcast era.
Oh, wow. First release April 4th, 2000 on the PlayStation. Bro, I'm going to play this on the PlayStation.
It's co-op. It's a lot of fun. I played it at my birthday party that year, I remember.
I'm totally taking a picture of that for later. What am I doing with my phone? I have a screenshot. I forgot how to tech.
Right.
All right.
Well, let's see, there's a screen button.
Yeah. It's like, let me take a photo of that. Oh, wait, I have a keyboard.
Ooh, Sniper Elite. I like Sniper Elite.
Spider-Man 2 for PC. Razor's like day one, baby.
And yet another Sony exclusive bites the dust. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is, I'm really excited for that. I am actually constructing a Fallout shelter in anticipation of a Assassin's Floyd in February.
Assassin's Floyd, that's true for Valentine's Day and Black History Month. Woohoo!
Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to go up like a Gaza parking valet, folks. Just get your marshmallows ready.
Avowed is coming out. Monster Hunter Wilds. See, this is what I've been hearing, that everyone's very excited for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, it looks good.
2 Point Museum, Wizardom, Split Fiction. Lost Records, Tales of the Shire. Oh yeah, that one looks god awful, but I kind of want to try it
looks
just for
pretty
the shits
budget.
and giggles.
Yeah.
Fatal Fury.
Hey, the new Fatal Fury, and then May, June, July. They're just assuming we don't have a video game industry by then.
It's the only one in October, and then to be announced, Astromeda, Automated Baby Steps, Bad Cheese. What is that? Yo, I'm down. I like
Bad
cheese.
cheese.
I like cheese. Big Walk again. Bittersweet Birthday, Borderlands 4. Oh dear.
Right.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2.
Right.
Carmen Sandiego.
What is this? A reboot of Carmen Sandiego?
It
or
must be, or like a remaster.
Yeah, is it a remaster of the original PC games?
I kind of think so.
I could never figure that game out as a kid, but I was like 4 in my.
I think I couldn't figure those out either. I was like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
I'm like, start up Kid Picks again. Let me try that.
Mm-hmm.
Death Stranding 2, folks. There we go. There's
you go back to Lego Star Wars instead. That's what I usually went to, or like Zoo Tycoon. Directive, Doom, The Dark Ages, Dragon Ball Project, multi. Oh, that must be like iOS, Android, PC, mobile, or something. Dying Light, Ed and Edda. Eda?
What? Ed and Edda?
Yeah.
Elden Ring. That's a DLC, I assume, or an expansion.
No, this is a new game, isn't it? Elden Ring.
New game.
I think it's a whole new game, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
First Blood, Persian Legends, Game of Thrones, iOS, Android, mobile.
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotai. Okay. Ghosts. Gods and Demons. Grand Theft Auto.
I have a feeling Ghost of Yotai is not going to launch this year. I just have a gut feeling it might wind up
being postponed.
Yeah.
So many of these probably will be pushed back.
I only really showed like a pre-rendered trailer correct?
Yeah, there's nothing like to go on about. It's just a female samurai type of deal.
We'll see. It's been a while since Ghost of Tsushima, so maybe there's more done than that. But
maybe
Greedfall 2, the full launch this year. I mean, it's technically in pre-release right now on PC.
Wait, this didn't launch on PlayStation 5? Oh yeah, that's right. It was Xbox exclusive, even though it was on PC.
Right.
Wow.
Well, hey, Blabs. This is an Xbox.
Yeah, I have my Xbox right there. That's an Xbox too.
Right. Gorlock is an Xbox.
Gorlock is an Xbox. Ellen Page is an Xbox.
Yes.
I love Eternals, Lucho, Mainframes, Marine, Mecha Break, Monster DNA, Monster Hunter Wilds again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some of these are repeat because they don't actually know like when
they just have no idea. Yeah.
Pokemon Legends. How long is this list? Like these all can't come out.
Rune Factory. Yeah.
We're just gonna scroll. Switch.
Star Citizen. No. Of course, Star Citizen's not even on the list. They're not even trying to pretend that's coming out this year.
Nope.
Oh, right. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I wouldn't put money on that coming out this year.
Are you going to play it if it does? Because vampires?
Oh, yes. I'm going to mock it so hard. It looks so bad.
Wu Chang. The Fallen Feathers. I have no idea what that is. I just wanted to say it.
The Fallen Feathers.
Oh, World of Stickman Classics RTS. Anyway, all right, let me hit up some more supers. Miku says you will support the H-1B, right, Razor? It's American.
Right. I mean, yes, of course.
Right. Mercenary says, actually, yes, cops think I'm under 18 with fake ID. There's no way they can think you're 18 when you're a 45-year-old dude. Sorry. I don't believe you.
I don't know. I've met dudes who've been like 35, 36, and they look like they're freaking 15, if that, you know what I mean? Like that. Some people are just like that. It's weird. My friend, a friend of mine used to have a gay roommate who looked like, seriously, you look like maybe 13. And the dude was like, yeah, I'm like 39. Like, what the?
Wow.
Going on?
Okay, never mind them.
Did you ever see that story about the dude who was like in his 40s and went back to high school and he looked like he was 12? So went back.
Isn't that a Drew Barrymore movie?
No, it was like it was a big news story because he got in trouble.
Never Been Kissed. That's the movie.
Yeah, they figured out the dude was actually like a retiree practically. He just went back to school to I don't know what the deal was. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was, like why he did that, but
right. Well, Wheel and Life Brian on Rumble for 20 says, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you feel better soon. Craig, come again. Thank you so much. Doma says, Razor Sar, I worked for half Terran's wage. Need H1B from India. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should read this in Indian.
Yes.
Razor Sar, I work for half Terran's wage. Need H1B from India, Sar. Please help. Thank you. Come again. Praying emoji.
Yes.
That was terrible Indian accent.
He jerks off punks behind the bridge next to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Speedy Cake says, speaking of sunnies, I have an expensive pair of Oakleys. I regret not testing longer before buying them as they don't sit right on my face. You know you can get your glasses adjusted, right? That's a thing that you can do. You just go. Yeah.
Oakley's, what year is it?
2005. Norm says, Generation Beta, I can hear the soy boy and Marshall failure memes from here. Thank you. Come again. Logan says, Blabs is full tired and adorbs today. Heart emoji. Thank you. Come again. Sigrun.
I like how your accent is gradually turning like Finnish.
It's going away.
Plugin.
You want to try this one?
Netflix doesn't create enough entertaining series to balance out all the other series they fund and distribute. Combined with essentially relying on people forgetting to cancel their subscriptions is a formula for failure. Thank you. Please come again.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Minor Zircon for local says, how did Craig get sick? Did he catch the Dr. Fauci called AK China virus?
I keep telling him not to lick a toilet seat in Burkina Faso, but you know.
He doesn't listen to us very good.
He's always shouting YOLO and doing it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Did you know there's a county in California called YOLO? YOLO County.
Oh, God.
I actually jumped out of a plane there. I did a parachute jump.
DB Cooper? You're jumping out of planes? What?
Yeah, I did a skydiving thing. I mean, I was 10. I was 20 and dumb, but it was a county called YOLO. So I went skydiving in YOLO County and YOLO out of a plane. You only live once.
Okay.
Cool story. Cookie Don for $2 says, Happy New Year. What do you get when you cross an Indian with hawk to a girl? Apua. Anyway, Minor Zircon says, Happy New Year's Hawaiian pizza for all. No Hawaiian pizza for all.
No.
That's not an opinion you're allowed to have. No. Okay. Kratos says, I wonder how many of these are the same DEI hires jumping from corp to corp. A lot of them. Miku says, what does that even say? Resets here, HD 2025, capitalism ho. Thank you. Pippa says, the sequel to The Citadel, Beyond Citadel, comes in 2 days. Good to know. Thank you very much. Mouthy says, Nintendo will launch Switch 2 with great games. That is true.
Probably.
There's something to look forward to. Bean with Bacon. Do you agree that Kevin Eastman ruined Heavy Metal magazine?
No, I don't. Kevin Eastman kept it going for a good number of years. It was still really great. Still had a lot of European artists in it. Grant Morrison ruined Heavy Metal magazine. That's who ruined that magazine. It was going fine up until Grant Morrison grabbed it. Because he's just a great big druggie and an Alan Moore wannabe. So he tried to make it all psychedelic and pretentious and hipstery, and people stopped buying it on account of it sucked.
Huh. Well, there you go. So I have one more article to discuss with you, and it's basically sort of the same as the video games of 2025. This comes from Variety, and it is the most anticipated movies of 2025. So I figured we would just go and see what Variety thinks.
Go.
Right? All right, this upcoming year's slate of films promises a little something for everyone.
Is the Diddy tape in here?
It could be. Could be. Maybe December 2025,
right.
You know? A surprise to be sure, but
He did
welcome
do better in theaters than most of this crap.
Yeah, all right, let's see. Where are the titles? The Wolfman, January 17th. I don't know that one.
Another one? Didn't he? Well, I guess the last one was 2010, so.
Paddington in Peru.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, Paddington's adorable.
He's going to go open a Coke mill.
Mickey 17 with Robert
wasn't
Pattinson?
one of the big Paddington Bear stories that he like got stuck in a laundromat and he was covered in like detergent flakes, and
I've never seen, so I don't know.
He confused it with snow, and yeah, we could recreate that in Peru but with cocaine.
Mickey 17 Snow White. This will be fun. That'll be fun.
What about
Really
the
fun.
Daily Wire Snow White? When's that coming out?
Especially because now Brett Cooper left.
Yeah, that's done.
You think they're not going to do it at all?
Oh, they're canning that, or they'll get some other chick to replace her. But I'm pretty sure they're just going to can that.
Really? I thought it was done filming and they're like post production or something.
The thing about Daily Wire movies is
They're shit.
They suck and blow simultaneously. So I don't know.
Be interesting. I kind of want it to come out just because, like, you made it. At least let's see what you did.
Yeah.
Oh well. Minecraft movie. Oh yeah, it's not for me. It's just not for me. Sinners. Ryan Coogler horror thriller. No, thank you.
I guess.
Thunderbolts. Okay, this didn't actually look that bad in my opinion. I think Captain America looks worse.
Is that coming out of an actual movie? I thought it wasn't for a while. It was going to be a TV series, or
I don't know about that. This one will be out in May though.
Yeah, they announced this thing like 6 years ago.
They did.
It's been forever. It was part of, what was it, Marvel Phase 4 or something?
Yeah, I think so. And now it's like, what is this, Phase 6 or something like that?
7.
Mission Impossible. I haven't even seen the last Mission Impossible, so I kind of don't care. Have you seen it?
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen a single Mission Impossible movie since the first one.
Wow. Okay, never mind then.
Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise tries to see the top of the fridge.
Then there's Lilo and Stitch, and this looks god awful. Everyone's like, it's so cute. I love it. I'm like, this looks like an abomination. I refuse. I will not.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stitch
Stitch in realistic CGI seems like nightmare fuel.
Exactly. Karate Kid Legends.
If it was like, could you imagine if it was the 80s and they were making like animatronic Stitch? He'd be even more hellish.
It would be terrifying.
Yes.
Karate Kid Legends. We saw the trailer for it. What was it? 2 weeks ago. I don't mind it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Ballerina. This is the spin-off of John Wick.
Oh,
It looked all right. She looks really tiny though. I don't know how she can really beat up all these people. Elio.
Yeah, didn't she kind of do that in the last James Bond movie?
Is she in James Bond movie?
The last one, yeah. And it was kind of dumb. Like her character was kind of pointless. But yeah, she's like 95 pounds, maybe soaking wet. And she was just beating these big burly Russian henchmen. She's just like, what is this? What are we doing here?
Well, no, I don't know. I've never seen the last James Bond movie. I don't really like Daniel Craig's Bond, so I'm like, eh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. And he got so old towards the end, they were going to have to change his name to Gold Bond.
That's actually really funny. Well, actually, there's a news about James Bond, actually. So let me just, since we're here, I'll just discuss this real fast. They're saying that this man, Josh O'Connor, might be the new James Bond from THR. Now, he played Prince Charles in The Crown, if anyone's wondering why he looks so familiar. I don't really think he's James Bond material. Maybe he needs to clean himself up, first of all. But yeah.
Everyone in Hollywood is playing Nord or Redguard. This dude's playing as a wood elf.
Yeah, so it's a no for me, dog, for Josh O'Connor.
He must have gone down on Barbara Broccoli till his tongue fell out of his mouth.
Ew. 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 Why do you gotta go there? Ugh. All right,
I didn't want to, but that's what happened with Daniel Craig. Everyone can pretend otherwise, but she was enamored with Daniel Craig. That's what that was. She had a crush on Daniel Craig. That's the only reason he got cast.
Elio, Pixar movie. I don't know anything about it. Best of luck, Disney. This I am so against. So against. How to Train Your Dragon live action. Bullshit. It looks so CGI. He looks so like he's literally just like photoshopped in there. It's just a no. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
28 years later, releasing.
Right.
Sounds like my life. F1 releasing in June. This one's got Brad Pitt, if I'm not mistaken, in it. Yep, there it is, Brad Pitt. Which, by the way, his divorce
don't impress me much.
No, his divorce with Angelina Jolie is apparently finalized as of like yesterday after 8 years. Woohoo!
What?
Yeah, Actually, I was gonna mention it in the documents. I have it in the document, but I was like, no one actually cares.
Man, how did nobody warn him? Do you remember the stories of her and who's the guy? Billy Bob Thornton, who's her cousin, by the way.
Wait, what? Cousin?
Before Brad Pitt, she was boning her own cousin. You remember this?
I didn't know there was a cousin.
And they had like a vial of each other's blood and a
Yeah, I heard
necklace
that.
around
She's
their neck.
insane.
Dude, Brad Pitt, I don't understand. There were so many red flags there. But anyway.
Yeah, she's insane. It's so weird because like her dad's John Voight, who seems relatively like
Right.
normal besides being
He
a
is
shitty piece
normal.
of shit to his wife, you know. But like, how do you get that? And drugs. We got Megan 2.0. Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm kind of hesitant with these Jurassic World movies. I thought the second was pretty shit. That came out in like what 2018 or whatever. And
Well,
I never even watched the last
freaking-
movie.
The dinosaur person. You didn't
What?
see that? The leaked photos of freaking Scarlett Johansson as a half dinosaur?
What?
Apparently they're now splicing dino DNA with human beings now. This is Jurassic
Johansson
World
half
Afterbirth.
dinosaur. What are you talking about? Images. What?
You didn't see this?
This can't be real. You talking about this?
No.
I don't see a Scarlett. What the fuck? I'm afraid to keep scrolling. Maybe there's something inappropriate will get flagged on YouTube.
No, it was let me like link it to you on social media because it was all over Twitter.
Yeah, I want to know. What the hell?
Okay.
That's hilarious. All right. So yeah, I'm kind of hesitant with this new Jurassic World thing. We'll see. I'm waiting for Mr. Razorfist.
Yep.
Please hold. While I wait, let me get a super chat. GM says California has a town called Weed as well. I've actually been there many times, and I used to have a sticker on my old car that said like Weed California on it, just because I really liked the place. It was cool. It was a really pretty town too. Eastman ruined it by making it all with his D-rate actor wife Julie Strain. Thank you very much. Grateful Gamer says that's not Captain America, Blabs. Well, technically speaking, it is. It's Captain America 4, but I understand. I agree with you. It's not really. Super Sentai guy says my Snow White movie is gonna be
It's
fire,
an AI
yo.
trailer. Never mind.
Oh my god, have you been bamboozled?
I was bamboozled.
You've been bamboozled by AI.
I was bamboozled. I was hoodwinked.
That's hilarious.
Freaking AI. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant with this movie since the last two were pretty shitty. But apparently they're gonna make this more like horror oriented. I
Yeah.
don't know if I feel about that. Superman, kind of hesitant with this one too.
I still look up at him. He looks like he's wearing like butt flap jammies. Like he's not even.
Yeah.
That's not a suit.
He
What
looks
is
really
that?
annoyed too. Like, oh, but I put my boots on. God,
Yeah, it's like a Cosby sweater with an S on it.
The Smurfs movie. I didn't even know this was a thing.
Another
Smurfs?
one?
Yeah.
Didn't
guess as
didn't
far as,
one
like, a
come
little
out
Smurf-
like several
No.
years ago?
Yeah, I thought there was. Original music from Rihanna. Razor's first in
Oh,
line.
boy.
Day one. Then we have Fantastic Four. That's right. Wow.
Oh,
Lots of
boy.
superhero movies this year. Well, next year, I should say.
What is this going to be? Attempt number 4 or 5 to make the Fantastic Four? And
This is number
Screw it up.
3, unless there was something before Jessica Alba's Fantastic Four
there was
in the 80s or something, right?
Roger Corman in the 90s. Yeah.
So this is
did
number
one.
4 then.
And then they did the Jessica Alba one. Then they did Fan Four Stick.
Yeah, that one was. I didn't even bother watching that one. I didn't mind the Fantastic Four in the early 2000s with Jessica Alba. I thought they were fun. Pretty stupid, but they were fun.
Yeah, they're watchable. They're
I
whatever.
mean, Chris Evans is like Flame on, Torch Boy. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. Right, for rebooted. Okay, untitled Paul Thomas Anderson film with this man who loves to date like women under 25. Shout out. Shout out, Leo, you gross man. Freakier Friday.
Freakier Friday.
I
doing
love
this.
the original, and I'm afraid they're gonna ruin it by like whatever this is gonna
Well,
be.
like what is Lindsay Lohan like? Oh God, I'm postmenopausal now. Like it doesn't really hit the same as a teenage girl trading places with her mom.
Yeah, I mean, I will say good for her for like cleaning herself up because she was a mess. And she seems to have gotten her shit back together. But I don't really want this, actually. And I'm a big fan of Freaky Friday. Like, I love the original one. Not the original, but the early 2000s remake.
Right.
Bummer. The Bride?
Bride of Frankenstein.
Huh. Interesting. Maggie Gyllenhaal. Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
Hold on. Christian Bale's going to play the Frankenstein monster?
Are you in day one now?
Well, that's kind of cool. I hope it doesn't suck.
There's going to be a Michael Jackson biopic?
Yes, there is, and it's going to be huge. Huge.
Oh, look at that. Michael Jackson's nephew, Jafar, is going to be the king of pop.
Yep.
Wait, there's a dude named Jafar.
Yeah,
no
and he's going to have a parrot named Iago.
Arabian Nights.
Look at me, I'm molting. I'm molting.
I didn't know this was going to be a thing, but I like the fact that it's like his relative doing this.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's, and of course you have all the incumbent controversy. Are they going to cover the allegations? Yeah, because the media doesn't talk enough about the Michael Jackson allegations. That's the problem.
True.
Like, geez. I think we've covered that.
Mm-hmm. Tron, the sequel, 15 years later. Holy shit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, strike while the iron is in carbon freeze.
How did that movie even do? Because I actually didn't like that movie when I saw
Tron
it.
Legacy did really well. I don't know. There was a second one, right?
No, I think this is it.
Is
15 years after Tron Legacy blast into theaters.
Okay. No. Tron Legacy did very well, from what I remember.
I need to watch it again. I only watched it when I was a kid when it came out, and that was it. The Black Phone 2. That's a bit racist.
No kidding.
What about the white one?
Yeah, that is our word. That is our word.
What about Predator Badlands?
Oh,
Yay.
boy.
There's a lot of movies coming out. Begonia? Isn't that a plant?
What is...
Anyway.
Begonia sounds like a kind of cheese, doesn't it?
I thought it was a plant.
I had a salad with a little begonia on top. You
ate 4 straight.
A little vinaigrette and a slight begonia. No big deal.
The Running Man. I like Glenn Powell as an actor, so I'm fine with this.
Surprised
He's
it's
pretty.
not the Running Ma'am.
He's pretty. Wicked for Good. Oh yeah, there's part 2. Most people didn't realize that going into the theaters, but yeah, Wicked was only part 1. There's gonna be another one, so you have to do this whole thing all over again next November.
What in the world?
Because it's based off the musical, right? So part 1 was Act 1, part 2 is Act 2. So I'm assuming they're gonna release like a mega cut, and they're just gonna have both cuts back to back in theaters.
How long do you spend in the freaking theater watching?
Like 4 hours.
What?
Isn't like this movie already 3 hours?
Yeah,
like the first one?
They must have really stretched this out.
Yeah, no, I think they add a bunch of stuff into it, but yeah, so I'm gonna guess they're gonna do like part 1, part 2, and make it like a 6-hour movie.
Oh, you can blow me! Chu is also returning as director with a script from Wicked Part 1 writers Winnie Holzman and Dana Fox, as well as L. Frank Baum, who's been dead for 100 years. What?
Huh. How's that work?
Had nothing to do with this. This is public domain slop.
How's that
Shut
work?
your whore mouth. You get L. Frank Baum's name out your mouth.
He's been dead since 1919.
No kidding.
Damn. Maybe it's his spirit, and they're talking to him from the beyond.
They used a Ouija board to write the movie.
Exactly. Zootopia 2, after a 9-year wait. All right. I mean, I like the first one. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh, boy.
There's a lot of movies coming out. Avatar, no one gives a fuck about Avatar, but it's everywhere.
It is funny how, the sequel to Avatar was supposed to be all anticipated, and then it was just sort of in theaters, and then everyone forgot about it a couple weeks later. And
it's going to happen again.
No one's really mentioned it since. It's so weird.
Now, isn't there like 5 parts to Avatar or whatever? And so we're going to be stuck with Avatar for like the next 10 years or some shit.
I guess.
SpongeBob movies, search for SquarePants. Venturing down to Bikini Bottom. All right. And that's it. We made it.
Oh, my.
Any of those entice you?
You know, maybe a little better than the upcoming schedule for video games, to be honest.
I agree, actually. There's nothing in the video games I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I'm more interested in some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me see if I got everybody on Rumble. I did. Okay, let me hit up the supers. And again, guys, I don't have I don't have direct donations because Craig died. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Mercenary says, I blame Goodbye Volcano High, that Sony game, for this. Thank you. Raptor says, Jurassic Park is like The Matrix, only one film.
Hey, you stop. Lost World's good. I love Lost World, actually.
Which one's that one? That one's 3?
No, 2.
2? Okay. Yeah, they're right. I like the original trilogy's all right. And then I actually did enjoy the 2015 one. I thought that was totally different. I like that one a lot. Mr. Bean says Casino Royale is a banger Bond film for Craig. Cornell rocked the opening number, but seriously, just hire Henry Cavill and rake in the dough. It's too late. Plus, he should have done The Man from U.N.C.L.E. continued.
Yeah, Henry Cavill might be a little old now. Plus, he's a little big for Bond. I've always said that.
Like too butch, too
yeah, just a little bit too big of a guy. You need someone who's a little more svelte and dashing.
I really want him to go back to Man from U.N.C.L.E., but Armies kind of went off the deep end, didn't he? So I doubt that'll ever happen again, which is just a shame because I really love that movie. Mercenary says, almost forgot leg update. Oh, leg update. It's fine. Well, that is the conclusion of the leg update from Mercenary. Thank you so much. It's been a 2-month-long journey.
Daily leg update. I still have one.
Yes. It only happened on Tuesdays for you, you know. Darius King says, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four is somehow still the best Fantastic Four movie. Thank you so much.
The best Fantastic Four media is probably the cartoon from the 90s.
Never seen it. Primark says, 28 years later is the only movie I'm interested in. Thank you very much. Corona says, all those movies yet no sequel.
Thank you, please come again.
What?
Thank you, please come again.
Oh, okay. All those movies yet no sequel to Alita Battle Angel. Shame. Thank you, come again.
Yes.
Mega Mercenary says, I live downtown San Diego, seen in Lost World. Thank you, come again. Commodore Fan 64 for 5 says, movies releases are bad when another SpongeBob son's appealing. Okay, anyway, thank you guys for all the supers and things. Like I said, Craig will respond to all the direct donations tomorrow. Razor, where can the people find you?
They can find me absolutely everywhere. I'm on Rumble. I'm on Twitch. Razorfist with a 0. I'm on Twitter. Razorfist with a 0. I am on YouTube at The Rageaholic. I'm absolutely everywhere. I'm inside your home, by the way. Trim your bushes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the hedge, the actual hedge in front of your house. Anyways, yeah, thank you very much for joining us. And Craig, don't die.
Well, maybe I might get the channel.
Don't.
Mercenary says, as long as my
will it to you?
Maybe they'll just change it up into my name, my email. As long as my pain actually helps people smile.
Yes.
That's the spirit. Grateful Gamer says, Daft Punk has anything to do with this new Tron OST. Gonna need more than 2.5 tracks, otherwise they need to pass on it. This will be Tron 3, by the way. Okay, so there was a second one.
Okay, yeah.
Or is that the second one from the early 2000s? And there was a first one before then?
Well, the original Tron from the 80s.
So then this is the third one, so I guess. Anyway, okay. All right, guys. Sorry for Craig not being here, but we will all see you tomorrow. I hope you guys have a happy and safe New Year. Don't drink too hard and drive. Don't do that. No. Be safe. Be smart. Yes, be smart, but have a good time anyway. Okay, guys. People are gonna try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys gotta go get it. We'll see you tomorrow. Razor, say the thing.
Godspeed.
That's right. All right. Fatality and happy.